Hello dear students. In this lecture today, we are going to see about how a muscle contracts, means how a muscle contracts and relaxes, how a movement is brought about. I'm moving my hand, I'm moving my legs. ये movement कैसे हो रहा है? Okay, there are muscles which are contracting so that this movement can be performed, this movement can be done. Alright, so we will be seeing the basic structure of the skeletal muscle. We will be revising quickly. We will be seeing the functional unit of a muscle fiber, that is the sarcomere, and then we will describe, we will learn how the muscle is contracting. So quickly, you all know that the muscle is attached to the bone. Bone को attached रहेगा skeletal muscle. In that large muscle, okay, this is one fat muscle जिसकी covering होगी the epimysium. This muscle will be having lots of muscles fibers in bundles. Okay, these individual bundles are called fasciculus, and each fasciculus will be lined by perimysium. This individual muscle bundle will have lots of muscle fibrils or myofibrils. ये सब हमने देखा है in the tissue chapter when we have seen the muscle tissue in detail. Go back to the lecture if you want to revise all this. Okay. Today I will start with what is the functional unit of a muscle fiber. Now you all know a skeletal muscle fiber is a striated muscle fiber. It is made up of dark and light bands. Those repeating units of light and dark bands, the functional unit of the muscle fiber is called sarcomere. So let us see how a sarcomere is made up of. So now if these are the light bands, these are the light bands, okay. Alternating light and dark bands you will have. So these are the light bands. In between these will be the dark bands. Draw this structure of sarcomere with me so that you understand, okay, you understand the functional unit of the muscle fiber. In these, between these will be the dark bands. Now you all know that dark bands are thick filaments. Okay, dark band, that is the myosin. हमने discuss किया था. M for mota. Mota means thick. So myosin are the thicker ones. Actin are the lighter ones. Okay, actin filaments are lighter. Myosin ones are fatter. And then there is one line which is bisecting the actin in its center, which is called the Z line. जिससे आधा actin filament, which is the half light band, is towards this side and half light band is towards this side. This is the Z line. The Z line, which is dividing the light filaments into two parts. And this is again the Z line. This is the complete I band from here till here. That is the light band or the I band or the isotropic band. And this is the complete dark band. This is the complete dark band or A band, what we call it. DARK, dark, or the A band that we call it. And you can see this dark band is overlapped by the light bands from both the corners. From both the sides, the light bands are overlapping the dark bands. It is from all the sides, from these sides as well as from front and back. The light bands are overlapping the dark bands. Okay? So this region of the dark band, which is not overlapped by the light bands, this simple region of the dark bands, okay, जहाँ पे overlapping नहीं है light bands की, this is called the edge zone. This is called the edge zone. Alright? And between this edge zone is a line which is called M line. I will discuss further ये M line कैसे बनती है. Okay? So now here you understand that these are the I bands, these are the light bands, these are the actin filaments. This is myosin, it is thick, it is a dark band, okay. This is A band, region of the A band which is overlapped by the I band. Alright, region of the A band which is not overlapped by the I band from both the sides will be the H zone or the H band. And this distance between two consecutive Z lines, this distance between two Z lines is one sarcomere. Sarcomere. So this you have to understand. Very important XCQs. Sarcomere, the functional unit of a skeletal muscle fiber, is the distance between which two lines? It is the distance between two Z lines. Z line is the intersecting line of which band? It is the intersecting line of I band or the light band, which divides it into two halves. One on this side and this half will go into the other sarcomere. This half will form the structure of the next sarcomere. These sarcomeres will be repeating units on one muscle fiber, which is made up of dark and light bands. This zone which is not overlapped, the zone of the dark band which is not overlapped by the light bands from both the sides, means here Brijka central zone is the edge zone or the edge band. Edge band is again in the center going to have a line which will be called M line. So this sarcomere is the functional unit of a muscle fiber. So now we will see the actual structural parts of actin and myosin, that is the thin filament and the thick filament. We'll see the actual structural units of actin and myosin.
So now we will see the structure of actin as well as myosin, the structure of the thick band as well as the structure of the thin band. So each myosin, that is a thick band, okay, a dark band, a thick filament, it's a thick filament, so it is a polymer. It is a polymer, it's a protein. Both actin and myosin are proteins. They are contractile proteins. They have the property of contraction and relaxation. They are contractile proteins. Myosin is a polymer, all right, which is made up of lots of monomers, and each monomer is meromyosin. Meromyosin. Okay, so it is made up of lots of monomers with each other. Each monomer is meromyosin, important MCQ, but myosin together is a polymer made up of lot of monomers, which is a meromyosin. Now each meromyosin is going to have a tail as well as a head. It's going to have a tail as well as a head. Tail, head. Tail, head. So this portion is the head and this is the tail. Whereas this portion is called the arm or the neck. So each myosin is going to have this kind of structure, a tail, an arm or a neck and a head. And each head is going to have two sides. Each head is going to have two sides. One is going to be the actin binding site, which is going to fix with the actin, which is going to bind with the actin, and the second is going to be the ATP binding site. So both of these binding sites are present in the head. Important MCQs. On the myosin filament, which part is going to contain the actin binding site or the ATP binding site? It is this head part, which is going to contain the actin binding site or the ATP binding site. And this is the tail. Now this head is going to be a globular part, which is going to be made up of heavy meromyosin. The head is going to be heavy. It's going to be a globular structure which is going to be made up of heavy meromyosine. Meromyosine of the heavy type, HMM. The head is going to be made up of. कैसे याद रखेंगे? H for head, H for heavy meromyosine. Important MCQ again. Whereas the tail part is made up of light meromyosine. The tail part is made up of light meromyosine, whereas the head part, H for head, H for heavy, is made up of heavy meromyosine. Important MCQ. And they are going to be present, the tail is going to be present with the head, they are going to be present, so the head is going to be coming up. If this is the tail, head thoda sa utha hua rahega. If this is the tail, head is going to be elevated from the tail. अब ये जो M line discuss की थी ना यहाँ पे, ये जो M line discuss की थी, ये कैसे बनती है? I will tell you. This M line, okay, is a cytoskeleton protein again. ये M line है. ये actually bind करती है दो filaments को साथ में, दो parts को. So again, this side also you will have the myosin. Okay. So this portion which is binding both the myosin from both the sides together at the center, this is what forms the M line. And again, it's a protein. Okay. It's again a protein. This line forms the M line. So ये जो M line discuss करते हैं sarcomere में, it's actually these two parts of the dark band joining together. The dark bands are tightly attached to this cytoskeleton protein over here. All right. So ये आपको याद रखना है. Myosin के structure में tail light meromyosine, head heavy meromyosine. Important MCQs. Head is going to have two binding sides, one for ATP and one for actin. And the structure will be made up of tail, arm and head. It will be a polymer which will be made up of lot of meromyosine monomers. Now let us see the actin filament. Let us see what the actin is made up of. Actin again is a polymer which is called F-actin or the fibrous actin. F-actin या उसको बोलते हैं fibrous actin. Okay. Actin now. Again a protein, again a polymer. It is called F-actin or fibrous actin, which is made up of a lot of monomers which are called G-actins or globular actins, which are called G-actins. So बहुत सारे G-actins मिला के बनाते हैं F-actin, which is a polymer, जो कि होता है एक actin, which is a contractile protein again. But to this actin, दो और proteins जुड़े हुए रहते हैं actin को. We will see which. First, let us see actin. Okay, it will be two chains like this. एक माला ले लो आपकी, उसको coil कर लो. Coil कर लो माला को. Beaded एक माला ले लो, उसको coil कर लो. You're going to get the actin filament. Okay. Beaded एक माला ले लो जिससे पूजा करते हैं वो वाली या कोई भी बीड्स की, उसको ऐसे टर्न कर लो. You're going to get the actin filament. So this is globular actin, जो बहुत सारे globular actins मिला के बनाते हैं एक polymer which is the F-actin. Now to this actin, there is one protein attached throughout its length. There is one protein attached on its length. This is the tropomyosin. This is the tropomyosin. So this is the actin. This is tropomyosin. This tropomyosin again is a coiled structure, double layered, which is attached over here to the actin at certain points. All right. This is the tropomyosin. Actually, it is going to coil the actin. थोड़ा सा यहाँ से भी दिखेगा tropomyosin. It's going to coil the actin. So आपको कभी ऊपर से दिखेगा, कभी नीचे से दिखेगा. It's going to see from above, from below, from above, from below. So you will be seeing it like this. This is the tropomyosin. All right. And on this tropomyosin again, one more protein will be present, that is the troponin. One more protein will be present, that is the troponin. So the troponin now will be made up of 3 units. ये एक, ये दो, and ये तीन. You have to remember that the troponin is made up of 3 units. This is the troponin. Troponin is made up of 3 units. Okay. इसमें से troponin A is 1 unit, troponin T is 1 unit, and troponin C is 1 unit. Okay. So one is going to attach to the actin, that is the A1. One is going to be attached to the tropomyosin, that is the T1, and one is going to have affinity for calcium. One is going to get attached to calcium ions. One is going to have affinity for calcium ions. So troponin के 3 units होते हैं. Important MCQ. It will have one binding unit with the actin filament, one with the troponin, and one with the calcium ions. So this is the third type of protein which is attached to the tropomyosin filament of the actin. It actually masks the myosin binding sites. ये जो sites हैं यहाँ पे actually myosin आके attach हो सकता है. See, if this is one actin filament, myosin can come and bind over here. Myosin आ सकता है और bind हो सकता है. But myosin attach नहीं हो पाता है because यहाँ पे troponin attached है. Because यहाँ पे troponin is closing this door. So unless and until we don't remove the troponin, we don't change the position of the troponin, this myosin cannot come and attach over here. ये हम देखेंगे अभी आगे filament theory में, contraction में. Okay. So you have to remember these basic structures of actin and myosin, which are important MCQs. Again, ये G actins, F actins. F actin is a polymer, G is a monomer. ये सारे monomers मिला के एक माला बनती है, which is F actin, which is actin protein. Then on the actin you will have the troponin ऐसे circled throughout its length. So somewhere you will see it below, somewhere up, somewhere below, somewhere down, because it is coiled to the actin, okay, which is the tropomyosin. On the tropomyosin you will have the troponin, which will be made up of 3 units. इसलिए मैंने उसको 3 छोटे-छोटे ball बनाया है. So one is going to bind with the actin, one is going to bind with the calcium ions, and one is going to be bind with the tropomyosin. So this you have to remember about the structure of actin and myosin. To understand the contraction of a muscle, students listen carefully now. To understand the contraction of a muscle, you are going to imagine 3 friends. 3 friends, N, A and N. ये 3 friends हैं, okay? I'll tell you what we mean by N, A and M subsequently जब इनकी story चलेगी. All right? So just imagine there are 3 friends. One is N, one is A, and one is M. Now N or M हैं ये वाले A and M, okay? A is this, that is the actin filaments, and M is the myosin filament. Now they are friends, all right? N and M, A and M are friends. Both A and M are sitting nicely in one place. अपने घर पे बैठे हैं. N and A and M are staying in the same home. They are staying in the same colony. वो एक colony में बैठे हैं. This, so we'll make their home. This is the sarcolemma. Sarcolemma. That is the membrane of a muscle. Okay. So ये अपने muscle अपने घर के अंदर में बैठे हैं. Muscle means उनका घर. You just have to imagine this. Okay. So मसल की मेम्ब्रेन, outermost membrane is the sarcolemma, which is the membrane of the muscle. यहाँ पे रहेगा सार्कोप्लाज्म, अंदर का साइटोप्लाज्म. ओके, बहुत सारा साइटोप्लाज्म रहेगा. And they are sitting in a relaxed state, very relaxed state. They are relaxing at home. They are sitting in a relaxed state. Okay, A is actin, M is myosin. Both of them are friends. जो एक ही कॉलोनी में रहते हैं. मसल उनकी कॉलोनी है. मसल का जो आउटर मेम्ब्रेन है वो सार्कोलेमा है. तो सार्कोलेमा के अंदर इन द साइटोप्लाज्म, दैट इज इन द सार्कोप्लाज्म, एक्टिन और मायोसिन, ये दो फ्रेंड्स आराम से रिलैक्स कर रहे हैं. नो प्लान्स टू मूव, नो प्लान्स टू मूव. ओके, दे आर चिलिंग आउट, दे आर रिलैक्सिंग. they are on one सोफा पे, एक सोफा पे एक्टिन है, एक सोफा पे मायोसिन है. they are just relaxing, they are in a relaxed state. now what happens is बाहर से एक स्टिमुलस आती है. one stimulus comes. Okay, a stimulus comes. That is the third friend now, which is N. न्यूरॉन लाता है ये स्टिमुलस. न्यूरॉन लाता है ये स्टिमुलस. कहाँ पे लाता है? मसल के ऊपर. तो सार्कोलेमा पे नाउ, ये सार्कोलेमा है. ओके, दिस इज सार्कोलेमा. यहाँ पे एक न्यूरॉन आता है विच इज एन, एंड इट एक्साइट्स दिस मसल. ये स्टिमुलस देता है मसल को. सो अ स्टिमुलस हैज कम फ्रॉम दिस न्यूरॉन, which will be a motor neuron. Okay, nervous tissue में हमने पढ़ा है सेंसरी ऑर्गन से ब्रेन के पास जाने वाला इज सेंसरी न्यूरॉन. ब्रेन से स्टिमुलस वापस लाने वाला टू द इफेक्टर ऑर्गन, टू द मसल, मसल के पास स्टिमुलस लाने वाला ब्रेन से इज द मोटर न्यूरॉन. सो अब ये थर्ड फ्रेंड आया है इन दोनों की कॉलोनी में, ए और एम की कॉलोनी में आया है. सार्कोलेमा पे दरवाजा बजा रहा है, कॉलोनी का गेट बजा रहा है. इट इज गिविंग द स्टिमुलस. ओके, एंड इट इज आस्किंग बोथ ऑफ देम टू गो आउट. वो उनसे पूछ रहा है कि चलो घूमने चलेंगे कहीं. ऑलराइट, चलो घूमने चलेंगे. सो व्हाट हैपेंस? एम इज एक्साइटेड. एम इज एक्साइटेड कि ओके वी आर गोइंग टू गो. तो ये स्टिमुलस आई. एम इज एक्साइटेड कि चलो हम जाएंगे अभी घूमने. सो एम के ये जो मायोसिन हेड्स थे ना, ये जो हमने एक एक सेल के मायोसिन हेड्स देखे थे, वो एक्चुअली अगर पिक्चर में ड्रॉ करने हैं तो वो ऐसे रहेंगे. ओके, बहुत सारे मायोसिन हेड्स फ्रॉम वन फाइबर. सो दे अटैच टू दिस एक्टिन. द एम फिलामेंट्स आर जंपिंग नाउ. They are jumping, they are very excited. They have attached with this A filament. Means they are convincing the A filament. Okay, they are convincing this friend. N ने आके stimulus दिया, M excite हो गया, M is jumping now. So M के जो head part है, it is meeting, it is convincing the A1 now. They both are convincing this friend, which is A, which is the actin filament. So when this M is meeting with the A, when this M is convincing the A, हम बोलते हैं कि ये एक क्रॉस ब्रिज बना रहा है. It's making a cross bridge. It's joining with the actin filament. उसका head join कर रहा है actin filament से. Okay, and it is convincing it to come along. But actin is saying no, I won't come along. I won't come along. What M does? M मोटा है, M thicker है. Okay, M is going to now. ये stimulus मिली, M excite हो गया, cross bridge बन गया. Now M is going to give a power stroke. Now M is going to give a power stroke. Just listen carefully, okay? M is now going to give a power stroke. ये सार्कोलेमा है, ये न्यूरॉन आया है. ओके, a stimulus is given over here. A stimulus is given. M excite हो गया था, M ने बाइंड किया था, M ने बाइंड किया था A को, M कन्विंस कर रहा है A को. And now, after binding with A, which is cross bridge formation, M is going to give a power stroke. ऐसे करने वाला. It's going to give a power stroke. It's going to pull the A inwards. M is going to give a power stroke. See, it's in this position now. It's in this position. It's going to move. It's going to give a power stroke. It's going to pull A together. हम एक रस्सी कैसे खींचते हैं? ओके, वो गेम खेली है रस्सी पकड़ के, एक टीम एक साइड एक टीम दूसरे साइड, वो रस्सी कैसे खींचते हैं? M is going to pull. M is going to ask A that no, you have to come with us. M is going to pull A like this. So what is going to M do? M is going to give a power stroke. So when M is moving the head, M is giving the power stroke, A is going to move inside. ये जो ओरिजिनल पोजीशन थी A की, उससे वो अंदर आ जाएगा. Again M is going to go back, फिर से power stroke देगा. Every time it's going to move like this, get up, give a power stroke. Go down, give a power stroke. This movement of M, we call it the power stroke. Alright, so now N के आने पे M एक्साइट हो गया था, M ने A को भी कन्विंस कर लिया. A कन्विंस नहीं हो रहा था तो M ने क्या किया, उसको साथ में खींच के लेके गया. So this, while A is coming inside, A अंदर स्लाइड होता जाएगा. अब A आता जाएगा अंदर, M के ऊपर स्लाइड होता जाएगा. This is called the muscle contraction theory. Okay, अब फिर से सुनो वो फ्रेंड्स को छोड़ के. We have one actin and one myosin arranged in striations, means light band, dark band, light band, dark band in a muscle fiber. तो एक सार्कोमियर का ये हाफ पार्ट है और ये हाफ पार्ट रहेगा, which we have seen over here. It will have the A unit from this side also. It will have the light band overlapping the dark band from this side also. ये एक सार्कोमियर होता है. Now actin and myosin are in a relaxed state inside the muscle, that is inside the sarcolemma in the sarcoplasm. Actin और myosin relaxed स्टेट में बैठे हैं. अनलेस एंड अंटिल एक स्टिमुलस नहीं आती है जो उनको एक्साइट करती है. द मसल्स विल बी इन अ रिलैक्स्ड स्टेट. सो दिस इज द थर्ड फ्रेंड नाउ. इट इज द न्यूरॉन which is coming and giving the stimulus. This brain is coming from this stimulus is coming from the brain through the neuron. So the neuron which is bringing it from the brain will be the motor neuron. And जहाँ पे ये मोटर न्यूरॉन ये मसल से मिलेगा, मसल की मेम्ब्रेन से मिलेगा, न्यूरॉन और मसल मिल रहे हैं, उसको हम बोलते हैं न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन. न्यूरोमस्कुलर junction. At this neuromuscular junction, neuron is going to give stimulus. It's going to stimulate this sarcolemma. अंदर के मायोसिन को पता चलेगा अब न्यूरॉन आया है, स्टिमुलस आई है. मायोसिन इज एक्साइटेड. मायोसिन हैज रेज्ड हिज हेड टू कन्विंस एक्टिन. तो ये जो हेड आके बाइंड हुआ एक्टिन को इज कॉल्ड क्रॉस ब्रिज फॉर्मेशन. ये हेड आके बाइंड हुआ एक्टिन को इज कॉल्ड क्रॉस ब्रिज फॉर्मेशन. Now the actin is not getting convinced. Myosin being thick, it can pull the thin actin filament. So it's giving a power stroke and pulling the actin inwards. So ये myosin दोनों साइड से करने वाले हैं, ये साइड से भी और ये साइड से भी. It's going to pull the actin inwards. It's going to pull the light fibers inwards. So reducing this distance between the two Z lines means sarcomere का distance कम होता है. Are you getting me? It is going to pull these actin filaments inside. So ये distance कम हो जाएगा, ये distance कम हो जाएगा. Alright. So जैसे जैसे ये distance कम होगा, ये जो part था dark band का, which was the H zone, ये जो part है dark band का H zone, अब ये भी छोटा हो जाएगा, because X zone is that part of the dark band जहाँ पे overlapping नहीं हो रहा है with the light band. But as these fibers are coming inside now, they are getting pulled over, they are sliding over, they are sliding over the dark bands, they are pulled by the dark bands. ये H zone reduce हो जाएगा. Are you getting me? So in this contraction of the muscle, sarcomere का length कम होगा. distance between two Z lines is going to be reduced because ये अंदर आते जा रहे हैं, and the H zone or the H band is going to be reduced. Okay, distance between the Z lines is going to reduce. Distance of the H zone or the width of the H zone is going to reduce. Very important MCQs, इनको समझो यहाँ पे. एक बार फिर से बताती हूँ. See, the muscle is in a relaxed state. Okay, it is in a relaxed state. Actin, myosin बैठे हुए हैं आराम से सोफा पे. There is nothing over here. सार्कोलेमा उनका एक घर है जो कि मसल में एक्टिन और मायोसिन बैठे हैं रिलैक्स स्टेट में. उनकी आउटर मेम्ब्रेन सार्कोलेमा है, अंदर का फ्लूइड सार्कोप्लाज्म है. अब सार्कोलेमा में ये रिलैक्स स्टेट में बैठे हुए हैं, नो मूवमेंट एट ऑल. एक स्टिमुलस आता है बाहर से, न्यूरॉन लेके आता है. द न्यूरॉन इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द ब्रेन, सो इट इज द मोटर न्यूरॉन. न्यूरॉन जहां पे मसल से मिलेगा वो न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन बनाएगा. At this neuromuscular junction, the neuron is going to give stimulus. It is asking the actin and myosin to come now with it for the picnic. ये हमने example लिया एक 3 friends का. The myosin gets excited. Myosin binds to actin to convince it. Okay, इसको हम बोलते हैं cross bridge formation. Myosin का head actin को चला जाता है. It meets the actin. It forms a cross bridge. Actin नहीं मान रहा है तो myosin एक stroke देके उसको अंदर खींचता है. It's giving a stroke. It's rotating its head. It's pulling the actin filaments inside from both the sides. So अब ये जो distance था eye lines के बीच में ये reduce होता जा रहा है because actin filaments अंदर आते जा रहे हैं, वो slide up होते जा रहे हैं dark bands के ऊपर. So ये जो बीच का region था जहाँ पे sliding over नहीं था actin filaments का, वो जो edge zone है वो भी reduce हो जाएगा. This is how the muscle is contracting. Okay, so ये जो मैंने अभी बताया, okay, this is easy to understand. अगर आपने ये follow किया है तो lecture को फिर से देखो, see the video again, go back and see it. Call me if you have any doubts. All right, but this is not so easy. इसमें थोड़ा सा twist है. It is not easy. It is not so easy to convince actin to come along. It is not that easy for myosin and the neuron to convince actin to come along. I'll tell you what the twist is. Okay, ध्यान से सुनो. Now ये जो sarcolemma है, ये resting state में actin और myosin बैठे हैं. The stage 1 remains same. Myosin and actin are in the same relaxed state. Now in any relaxed state, the muscle is in a polarized state. हम polarized state बोलते हैं because बाहर का charge positive है और अंदर का चार्ज नेगेटिव रहता है. बाहर ज्यादा पॉजिटिव आयंस रहते हैं, अंदर नेगेटिव आयंस रहते हैं. वी से दैट द मसल इज इन अ रेस्टिंग स्टेट. इट्स इन अ रेस्टिंग मेम्ब्रेन. ओके, ये हम न्यूरॉन में भी देखेंगे दैट द न्यूरॉन इज ऑलवेज इन अ रेस्टिंग फेज. इट हैज अ रेस्टिंग मेम्ब्रेन पोटेंशियल. तो ये रेस्टिंग फेज में है. ओके, वी कॉल इट दैट इट इज इन अ पोलराइज्ड स्टेट. हम बोलते हैं कि ये एक पोलराइज्ड स्टेट में है. लिख लो, ये डायग्राम सेम रहेगा पोलराइज्ड स्टेट का. आई हैव जस्ट टोल्ड दैट बाहर पॉजिटिव चार्ज रहेगा मेम्ब्रेन के बाहर और अंदर नेगेटिव चार्ज ज्यादा रहेगा. दैट मीन्स इट इज इन अ पोलराइज्ड स्टेट. द मसल इज इन अ रिलैक्स स्टेट. इट इज इन अ रेस्टिंग फेज. इट इज इन अ पोलराइज्ड स्टेट. जब ये स्टिमुलस आएगी बाहर से इन द सेकेंड स्टेप ना, व्हेन द स्टिमुलस कम्स फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, यहाँ पे जो है एसिटिल कोलिन रिलीज होगा. ये जो है एक्चुअली ये न्यूरॉन का एक्सॉन और ये डेंड्रॉइड. जस्ट सी द नर्वस टिश्यू, जस्ट सी द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द न्यूरॉन. ये डेंड्राइड्स होंगे, ये एक्सॉन होगा और ये एक्सॉन बल्ब होगा या टर्मिनल होगा. ओके, इट इज द टर्मिनल पार्ट ऑफ द एक्सॉन. यहाँ पे vesicles रहेंगे which contain acetylcholine. These vesicles, they contain acetylcholine. ACH I will write for acetylcholine. So this acetylcholine is released at this neuromuscular junction. This acetylcholine is released at the neuromuscular junction. And this sarcolemma is going to have receptors for this acetylcholine. It's going to have channels for this acetylcholine to go inside, for that stimulus to go inside, ये होते हैं T tubules. T tubules, which is the structural composition of a muscle. Okay, muscle की में हमने देखा है T tubules will be present. So now through these are going to cause depolarization. Means अब अंदर का चार्ज पॉजिटिव होता जाएगा और बाहर का नेगेटिव हो जाएगा in comparison to the inside, which we call depolarization. Depolarization. So this stimulus is going to cause depolarization of the muscle fiber. बाहर का चार्ज पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, बाहर का चार्ज नेगेटिव होगा, अंदर पॉजिटिव आयंस आते जाएंगे, यानी कि सोडियम आयंस आते जाएंगे. ओके, सो इनसाइड पॉजिटिव, आउटसाइड नेगेटिव, पोलराइजेशन का डीपोलराइजेशन हो गया. दिस डीपोलराइजेशन इज गोइंग टू cause a release of lot of calcium ions from sarcoplasmic reticulum. ये बहुत सारे कैल्शियम आयंस रिलीज करेगा सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से. तो एक्चुअली जब ये स्टिमुलस आता है तब मायोसिन डायरेक्टली बाइंड नहीं कर सकता है एक्टिन से. मायोसिन एक्साइट होके डायरेक्टली बाइंड नहीं कर सकता है. ये जो देखा था बाइंडिंग, क्रॉस ब्रिज फॉर्मेशन, ये डायरेक्टली नहीं हो सकता है बिकॉज एक्टिन का जो साइट्स हैं, एक्टिन की जो मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स हैं, दे आर मास्क्ड बाय ट्रोपोनिन. ट्रोपोनिन प्रेजेंट रहता है. जहां पे एक्टिन, जहां पे मायोसिन को आके फिट होना है एक्टिन पे, यहाँ पे ट्रोपोनिन लगा हुआ है. सो अनलेस एंड अंटिल दिस ट्रोपोनिन इज नॉट रिमूव्ड, मायोसिन कैन नॉट गो. ये काम करता है डीपोलराइजेशन. When the membrane is depolarized, when the muscle is depolarized, lot of calcium is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Calcium ions are released. These calcium ions, this troponin, this masking site of the actin has a strong affinity for calcium ions. So troponin react करता है calcium के साथ. Troponin is going to react with the calcium ions. And it's going to free the actin binding site. Actin binding site अब free हो जाएगी. Freed. Actin binding site free हो जाएगी. Once the actin binding site is freed, the myosin can go and form a cross bridge. Okay. बट नाउ मायोसिन को एनर्जी चाहिए क्रॉस ब्रिज बनाने के लिए और पावर स्ट्रोक देने के लिए. ये एनर्जी मायोसिन कहाँ से लाएगा? मायोसिन इज गोइंग टू हाइड्रोलाइज एटीपी इनटू एडीपी एंड द एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस्ड इज गोइंग टू बी यूटिलाइज्ड. मायोसिन का जो हेड रहता है, रिमेंबर मैंने बोला था उसमें दो साइट्स रहते हैं, वन इज द एक्टिन बाइंडिंग साइट and other is the ATP binding site. The myosin head is an ATPase enzyme. It can hydrolyze ATP into ADP and phosphorus and energy is produced. ये energy वो use करता है binding के लिए, cross bridge बनाने के लिए and power stroke देने के लिए. तो ये जो हमने डिस्कस किया था कि मायोसिन एक्साइट होके एक्टिन को अटैच हो जाएगा और एक्टिन को पुल करेगा, it was not that easy. There is a twist to it. एक्टिन को डायरेक्टली अटैच होना पॉसिबल नहीं था. एक्टिन के पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करना पड़ रहा था. सो ट्रोपोनिन इन दिस केस इज द पेरेंट. ओके, सो ट्रोपोनिन हटेगा तभी ही एक्टिन जा पाएगा. डोंट टेक इट इन अनदर वे. ओके, सो ट्रोपोनिन इज द पेरेंट जो एक्टिन के ऊपर था. अगर पेरेंट को कन्विंस करेंगे तो ही पेरेंट हटेगा और एक्टिन जा सकेगा. तो ट्रोपोनिन को हटाना है तो कैल्शियम का कंटेंट बढ़ना बहुत ज्यादा है. बिकॉज ट्रोपोनिन इज गोइंग टू हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एफिनिटी फॉर कैल्शियम. इट इज गोइंग टू बाइंड विद कैल्शियम and it is going to move from the actin binding site. So this site now becomes free for myosin to attach. And then myosin attach होके myosin is going to pull. But myosin के पास energy कहाँ से आएगी? Its globular head is an ATPase enzyme जो ATP का hydrolysis करेगा ADP में and energy is produced. तो ये प्रोसेस कब तक चलेगा? ये कॉन्ट्रैक्शन का प्रोसेस कब तक चलेगा? तब तक चलेगा जब तक कैल्शियम आयंस अवेलेबल रहेंगे. और ट्रोपोनिन कैल्शियम के साथ बाइंड होके हटता जा रहा है। एक्टिन पे जो मायोसिन बाइंडिंग साइट्स हैं वो फ्री होती जा रही हैं, तब तक ये प्रोसेस चलेगा कॉन्ट्रैक्शन का। Once all the calcium is over means the stimulus has gone. अब कुछ भी एक्साइटमेंट नहीं है, कुछ भी स्टिमुलस नहीं है। Once all the calcium is over, वापस से मसल फाइबर रिलैक्स हो जाएगा। It will come to its original relaxed state. समझ में आ रहा है? All right, it is easy. एक बार फिर से वीडियो को देखो वापस से। You will understand. Try to make these diagrams. Okay? तो you will understand कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, क्या चल रहा है. You will understand all that. So let me quickly revise. And after that we are going to do a flow chart in which the points will be very clear to you. Okay? See, actin and myosin are in a relaxed state. ये अपने घर में बैठे हैं, मसल उनकी घर या कॉलोनी है. मसल का जो बाहर का लिमिटिंग मेम्ब्रेन है वो है सार्कोलेमा, अंदर है सार्कोप्लाज्म. ये बाहर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, अंदर नेगेटिव चार्ज है. दैट इज, इट इज इन अ पोलराइज्ड स्टेट, इट इज इन अ रिलैक्स स्टेट. Now, when something from outside, when a stimulus from outside comes on the muscle fiber, that is on the membrane of the muscle fiber, on the sarcolemma, it is giving a stimulus over there. It is giving a chemical over there. Okay? ये chemical is the acetylcholine, which is released from the end bulb of the neuron of the axon. Alright? ये न्यूरॉन जहाँ पे मसल को आके मिल रहा है, ये बनाता है न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन. अब बिकॉज ऑफ दिस केमिकल विच इज रिलीज्ड, ये टिब्यूल्स ओपन हो जाते हैं. दीज आर टी टिब्यूल्स विच आर प्रेजेंट इन द सार्कोलेमा. बिकॉज दीज टिब्यूल्स आर ओपनिंग, अंदर बाहर के पॉजिटिव आयंस अंदर आ रहे हैं. दे आर इंक्रीजिंग द पॉजिटिव पोलैरिटी इनसाइड. बाहर का नेगेटिव होता जा रहा है, अंदर का पॉजिटिव होता जा रहा है. दिस इज डीपोलराइजेशन, मीन्स पोलराइज स्टेट से डीपोलराइजेशन हो रहा है. Because of this depolarization, lots of calcium ions are going to be released from sarcoplasmic reticulum. That is the endoplasmic reticulum of a muscle fiber, of a muscle cell. उसको हमने बोला है sarcoplasmic reticulum. And now these calcium ions are important because actin पे जो masking site है, actin पे जो myosin जहाँ आके attach होना है, वो जो site है, वो closed है troponin से. बट अगर हमने साइटोप्लाज्म में, अगर हमने सार्कोप्लाज्म में बहुत सारा कैल्शियम दे दिया, तो ट्रोपोनिन इज गोइंग टू हैव गुड एफिनिटी फॉर कैल्शियम. इट्स गोइंग टू बाइंड द कैल्शियम एंड इट्स गोइंग टू मूव फ्रॉम दिस साइड सो दैट यहाँ पे मायोसिन आके अटैच हो जाए. सो ट्रोपोनिन एंड कैल्शियम आर गोइंग टू बाइंड. सो एक्टिन बाइंडिंग साइट अब रिलीज हो जाएगी. अब एक्टिन और मायोसिन जहाँ पे आके ज्वाइन होंगे, इसको हम बोलते हैं एक्टोमायोसिन कॉम्प्लेक्स. Actomyosin complex, where the actin site is freed and the myosin head is coming and joining. ये होता है एक क्रॉस ब्रिज बना रहा है and ये एक्टोमायोसिन कॉम्प्लेक्स होगा. ऑलराइट, अब मायोसिन ये खुद से नहीं कर सकता है, उसको कुछ एनर्जी लगती है टू कम एंड फॉर्म दिस क्रॉस ब्रिज एंड टू गिव द पावर स्ट्रोक टू मूव द फिलामेंट इनवर्ड फ्रॉम बोथ द साइड्स, so that the distance between the Z lines reduces and the muscle contracts. एक sarcomere contract करे. So myosin is going to be hydrolyzing, is going to hydrolyze ATP into ADP and energy is going to be produced. Because myosin का जो head है, it is an ATPase enzyme. So this is going to happen. ये कब तक होगा? जब तक large amount of calcium is present. Okay, for which is freeing the actin binding site. तब तक ATP हाइड्रोलाइज होता जाएगा, एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस होता जाएगा, कॉन्ट्रैक्शन होता जाएगा. Once the stimulus is removed, depolarization से वापस मेम्ब्रेन repolarization को आएगी. Calcium will no longer be there and ये आगे की प्रोसेसेस नहीं होगी. Muscle is again going to come in its relaxed state. So now in a flow chart, what all we have seen in this lecture, I'm going to summarize it in one single flow chart. Now see that you follow and you understand the steps, okay? एक muscle fiber at rest, it is sleeping. it is in a polarized state, it is in a relaxed state, it is in a resting state. Contraction तभी start होगा जब एक stimulus आएगा. When a stimulus comes, who is going to bring the stimulus? The motor neuron is going to bring it from the brain. Motor neuron is going to bring it from the brain. किसके पास लाएगा? Relaxed वाले muscle के पास लाएगा, forming the neuromuscular junction. Okay, motor neuron with the muscle, neuromuscular junction. At this neuromuscular junction, acetylcholine release होगा. Acetylcholine is going to be released, which is going to bring action potential is going to generate because of this acetylcholine. So ये जो polarized state था, ये जो relaxed state था muscle का, it will now go into a state of depolarization. That means positive charge inside, negative charge outside. When it was in a polarized state, it was in a relaxed state. Okay, before the stimulus came, there was positive charge outside, negative inside. So ये stimulus आई, neuromuscular junction पर आई, came from the motor neuron. Acetylcholine is released at the neuromuscular junction because of the tubules that open, because the sarcolemma is having receptors. There is depolarization of the muscle fiber now. That means positive ions have started coming inside. The charge outside is negative, inside is positive. It is in a depolarized state. Because of this, calcium ions का content increase हो जाता है sarcoplasm में. These calcium ions are going to be given out by the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Sarcoplasmic reticulum is going to release a lot of calcium ions. Alright, now troponin, which is the masking site of the actin. Okay, actin की active side का जो mask रहता है, that troponin has strong affinity for calcium. Now because बहुत सारा calcium आ गया है sarcoplasm में, it is readily available. Troponin भागता है calcium से bind होने के लिए. Once it is changing its position to bind with calcium, actin binding site becomes now free. Actin binding site free हो गई, तो myosin उस पे जाके attach कर सकता है. Myosin can go and attach. When it is going and attaching, it's forming a cross bridge. And when it is pulling it inside, when it is giving a stroke, when its head is giving a stroke to take it inside, it is giving a power stroke. So myosin cross bridge बनाएगा, power stroke देगा. Energy कहाँ से आएगी इसके लिए? Because the myosin head is having an ATPase enzyme, it can hydrolyze ATP into ADP and energy can be produced. So ये जो myosin करता है ना, actin को अंदर लाता है, अपने ऊपर slide कराता है. Hence this muscle contraction theory is also called sliding filament theory. जहां sarcomere के दोनों साइड से A bands myosin के ऊपर slide होते हैं, it is called sliding filament theory. Important MCQ, कौन सा filament slide होता है? A. That is the thin filament. That is the actin filament is sliding. And which filament is pushing or which filament is pulling? Pushing नहीं. Which filament is pulling it? So it is the myosin. That is the thick filament. Thick one is pulling. So okay, याद रखो कि जो मोटा रहेगा वो pull कर सकेगा पतले को. So the myosin is pulling. It's called sliding filament theory, given by A.F. Huxley and H.F. Huxley. You have to remember sliding filament theory किसने दी थी. Alright, it is also called walk along theory. वो जो मैंने बोला था ना कि एक friend आता है, दूसरे को बोलता है, ये तीसरे को convince करते हैं, they have to go out for a walk. Okay, so it is also called walk along theory. The actin has to walk along the myosin. It has to slide over the myosin and come together. It is also called walk along theory, given by Richet. So it is the same, sliding filament theory or the walk along theory. इसमें distance between these two between Z lines decreases. This H zone का distance भी decrease होगा, and these A bands, these I bands will come closer to each other. This distance of I bands is also going to reduce, but distance of the dark bands, that is the myosin band, is going to remain the same. That is the A band is going to remain the same. ये important conclusions हैं which you have to remember. I hope this is very clear with you all. Call me if you have any doubts and get them cleared on the day you're seeing this lecture.